This is Claressa Shields, the WBA, WBC, IBF, WBO, WBF, and the Ring middleweight title holder. At 28, Shields is the first and only professional in the sport, male or female, in the four-belt era ever to hold undisputed titles in two weight classes simultaneously. Now she is channeling her inner Billie Jean King and eyes her Bobby Riggs, that being this man, Keith one-time Thurman, who boasts a record of 30-1 with 22 knockouts. His last fight was over a year ago, a 12-round unanimous decision win over Mario Barrios. When asked if she can beat male fighters, she told TMZ,
Do you think there are professional men out there that you could beat in a boxing match?
Absolutely.
Really?
I'm a two-time Olympic gold medalist, undisputed champion. I think people get it kind of. They always say, "Oh, a woman can't beat a man." I spar with men, and I mean, I drop men. I bust men nose. I beat men up all the time. It's weird. Like if I was to say, like, which is the guy I think I could beat up? I think I could beat up Keith Thurman.
Really?
I really do. I think I could beat up Keith Thurman.
This was Shields calling a shot that it was indeed Thurman. After Errol Spence's loss to Bud Crawford, Thurman's name popped up. Shields would tweet, "I'll fight Thurman at 154. So serious. All the respect in the world to him, too. I just think I can outbox him."
Keith, I don't know if you saw Claressa Shields' tweet just a few hours ago.
I did not see it, okay, but I've already got text messages all about it, okay?
All right, so of course she said that not only would she fight you, but she thinks she'd outbox you. So what's your initial reaction to hearing this news?
I can fight for any charity event, okay? We can raise money, and we can let you try to showcase your skills and talent. You know what I mean? I'll probably use my jab only.
Let's pause here. Shields despised this, writing in reply, "Aw, Keith Thurman, you are hilarious. Yes, you are a man and one-time champion, but you are not good enough to only use one hand on me. Now, for charity or raising money for a foundation, we can definitely do it. I'll come in at 162. I'm actually bigger than you and taller. And lastly, if we are sparring, of course, I'll wear a headgear. But for a charity event or raising money for a foundation, you can keep the headgear bookie butt and you can wear a big cup shield because I'm going to punch you hard in the stomach like Louise did."
But at the end of the day, I don't know why you want to gun after me. I've heard you say my name so many times in the past, but it just is this is not what boxing is to me, right? That's not what boxing is to me. I would wear bigger gloves. I would let her use smaller gloves, and I would let her wear a headgear too, okay? I mean, I don't even want to punch a girl in the face,
Claressa hated this response, tweeting, "Keith said he don't want to punch a girl in the face. Well, I want to punch a man named Keith in the face for charity. Boxing Kingdom even put out a poll asking who they got. Thurman received over 67% of the vote." She has also called out Gennady Golovkin and Sean Porter in the past. Oh, and this guy.
I'm $1 million fighter, and before I get on the undercard of a guy that's having a circus show, like, no disrespect to Tyron Woodley, no disrespect to Jake Paul, but I'm a real boxer. Like, I can beat up Jake Paul.
Jake Paul wouldn't even risk it. Nobody on his team would tell him to risk it. Because he know, and they know, he cannot do nothing with me. You still suck at boxing. You still don't have no accomplishments. You still wouldn't dare even get in the same ring with me, let alone spar.
So how do I see this going? I would love for them to fight for charity. The only issue I have with this is Claressa doesn't have the power. She only has a few knockouts to her name. Fantastic boxer in the sport. This is in no way putting down her accomplishments whatsoever. Keith Thurman has been largely inactive, but has the power to his name. To say that he would only need a jab, I think is disrespectful. But Claressa, I think, is knowing what she's doing, playing the game masterfully, and maybe it could happen. And some folks who need it, because as we know, when people who do need it don't get it, and yet when the rich need it, they get it whenever they want. I am hopeful that they can raise money for a good cause. And would I like to see it? Sure. As long as people benefit. That is the kicker.